Hey guys, so I'm gonna play a little clip from an interview that I was watching on yesterday from Dr. Dav. I don't know if you guys ever watched her before, but she does have a YouTube channel, which is a great channel, very informative, because she do bring people on to discuss topics that a lot of people don't like to talk about. So I came across this particular one yesterday, and I just want to play this little clip for you guys, and then we're gonna talk about this afterwards.
Can't look at the sun and be like, yeah, nothing created that. We're in a building and we're like, we know there's an architect who built this, but we can't look at the sky and be like, nah, no one made that. That makes no sense to
I
me.
100% disagree with that.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so how many of you used to be Christians or had any other religious background, but Christians specifically? 3, okay. Okay, so why don't you share?
Sure. Yeah, I was raised in the evangelical church, and I also came out curious. So I found myself questioning things from the very beginning. And then what really pushed me out of the church was when I was 12, my dad came out as gay, and everyone turned their backs on him. All of his friends and family, everyone who claimed to love him unconditionally, as Christians are supposedly called to do, they completely forgot he existed. We didn't talk about him. He wasn't to be in the same room or mentioned. And I love my dad. And yeah, so that pushed me away from religion altogether.
Watching how he was treated.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. What about you, Hun?
Yeah, I was raised non-denominational evangelical Christianity. Within those spheres, I was a part of Francis Chan's mega church growing up in Cornerstone, Simi Valley. What started my deconstruction journey was the murder of George Floyd, and truly watching how the church was just a puppet of American politics, and people couldn't even speak on it until they figured out what political commentator they followed had an opinion on it. They could not even have empathy for the murder, the brutal murder of a man that we all witnessed, because it didn't align with their political affiliation. And once the church kind of fell out of my hindsight of what I thought was trustworthy, everything about the Bible, my religious indoctrination, what actually was true about biblical theology, and catapulted me to get an emphasis in biblical theology in college, really just unraveled from there. So
it started with people. And what about you, Hun?
I grew up Catholic, and I was really Catholic for a really long time. Then there were some things that the Catholic Church could not stop doing, such as children, such as, I grew up in Mexico too, so